One thing that will forever perplex my mind is how much movies impact the things that manifest in real life. The story of The Matrix is interwoven with a lot of different events, but one of the most significant is the 9/11 terrorist attacks. I always encourage when coding to pay attention to the numbers because they do indeed tell a story. 9/11 or 9/2 also happens to be the birthday of Keanu Reeves, who plays the role of Neo in The Matrix. Only 17 days before the terrorist attacks in 2001 was the death of Aaliyah in a plane crash. Aaliyah was set to play the titled role of Z, the wife of Link, in The Matrix Reloaded, but passed before she could get the chance to fulfill the role. In the same year, 18 days after the terrorist attacks, Gloria Foster, who plays the Oracle in The Matrix, would pass away from diabetes. 17 days before and 18 days after. Now, the reason that I find it significant that Keanu Reeves has a 9/2 birthday is because the Twin Towers were attacked specifically. Neo is playing the Christ-like character, with Trinity being his divine counterpart, like his cosmic twin. Remember I said Aaliyah passed away 17 days before the September 11th attacks. Carrie-Anne Moss, who plays Trinity, has a birthday of August 21st. That's 4 days between the day of her birthday and Aaliyah's death. And there's exactly 1 year and 7 months between Aaliyah's birthday that year and Carrie-Anne Moss's next birthday. Now, in the coding, Aaliyah Houghton equals 74, which is also the number for Trinity. Though she was due to play the titled role of Z, I find that pretty significant. There's also some interesting coding, as Carrie-Anne Moss's name equals 77, like World Trade Center, and 9/11 and terrorist attacks both equate to Z, Aaliyah's role. Another Easter egg that people are familiar with are that Neo's passport was set to expire on September 11, 2001. The same numbers as the actor who plays Neo's birthday, 9/2. Twin Towers also equals plane crash and Aaliyah Houghton. Now, I know the biggest question on everyone's mind is, why was her death so significant? I don't believe it rested in the fact that she was just a pop star. I think that the stories a person's life tells by the characters that they choose to play. You can go back to my previous codes to see what I said about her playing Queen Akasha in the story The Queen of the Damned by Anne Rice. Pop culture significance is only a small part of the role a person plays in life. Yesterday I spoke about how in the song Buried Alive, Kendrick Lamar has a specific line that says, "No doors. All that nigga was missing was Aaliyah. Felt like an initiation, a reality living in the Matrix." Buried Alive came out in 2011. And it's kind of funny because Kendrick Lamar reminds me a lot of Link, who is set to play her husband. As we know from the rap battle this year, Kendrick Lamar has also very closely associated himself with Tupac. Tupac died on September 13th, which was the same day Biggie released his Ready to Die album back in 1994, only 2 years apart. Now, how does Biggie and Tupac tie into the story? Well, it's probably the line most people know from his song Juicy, where there's a line where he says, "Time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade." And remember, I told you World Trade Center also equals Carrie-Anne Moss, who would play the twin of Neo. Now, the Twin Towers collapsing makes me think of the concept of snakes on a plane. Snakes represent higher intelligence. And so when we talk about Kundalini energy rising, you can think of that as twin towers within the body, a divine masculine and a divine feminine. But if struck on one side or another, they can collapse. Meaning if one side of your brain is not pairing with the other side of your brain, or if your masculine is not pairing with your feminine, that causes a collapse. Now, I believe, and this is just my belief, no one has to go along with this, that energetically, when events happen on a much grander scale, because the Matrix in itself is extremely complex, especially when speaking to historical landmarks within the United States, as well as our system of maritime vessels operating in commerce, they also have to happen on a resonant frequency. So the people, or the children of Zion, as they say, would be connected to the energetic frequency of things that happen, kind of like a domino effect.
That was a tough time. It was Aaliyah dying and September 11th, and then Gloria dying. I really didn't think I could take anything.